Welcome to the practical session. Let's see one another example, that write a program to find factorial of a given number. So everybody know about the factorial of a number. You already learn in mathematics subject that n factorial is equal to n into n minus 1 factorial. Suppose I want to find 3 factorial, then 3 into 2 into 1. Let's say I am writing one example, that if I want to find 3 factorial is equal to 3 into 2 into 1 is equal to 6. So first of all, here we have to enter one n value. If my n value is 3, then our output is factorial of 3. If my n value is 5, then factorial of 5. So first of all, our first step is include header file. So I am already writing our header file, that is studio.h. Now when you want to use the recursion concept, then compulsory we have to use user defined function, right? So first of all, declare our function. Now in previous program we have to just use one printf statement, that print hi and bye. So the answer will not return at that time, but here in factorial we can get the answer in numerical value. So return type is also there. So our function name I am writing return type as a integer. Why? Because my factorial answer will be in integer, that's why. Then after, write your function name. So here we are doing factorial program, so I am writing fact as our function name. And in bracket, how many parameters are needed? So only single parameter is needed. If I enter n value is 5, then it will print 5 factorial. So I am writing one integer n as our parameter. So this part is completed. This is called as a function declaration. Now what is our next step? We have to write void main function. So just write void main. Here our function category is with argument with return value. So obviously our input will be passed from the main function. So one variable we have to declare in main function. So I am declaring same variable integer n. You can also take different variable name as a actual argument, but I am taking n. So write printf enter number. Then after, scanf function. Scanf control string is %d and ampersand n. Now our next task is to calling the function here in main function. So we can directly write it in a printf, or also we can store our value in another variable. So I am writing one another variable. So I am declaring here result as a one variable and call the function like result is equal to function name, that is fact, and in bracket pass the value of n. This is our input, and when this statement will execute, our fact function will call and our answer will be stored in result variable. So I am printing the value of result. Answer of factorial is equal to %d comma variable name, that is result. So this is called as a function call. Our two elements are completed. Now move to the third element of function, that is our function definition. So I am writing function name integer fact and in bracket one parameter, that is integer 10, and the definition we have to write here in opening closing curly bracket. So first of all, think about base case and recursive case. So our recursive case is multiplication process, because here you can see in the example 3 factorial that 3 into 2 into 1. If you enter n is equal to 5, then 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So multiplication we have to do in repetition form. But where you can terminate your program, so our last digit is 1, always starting from 1 and end at 1. So we can write here that if n is equal to 1, then return 1. Now write the else. So here you have to use recursive case, and how we can use it. So just write return n into again our function name, that is fact, and for n minus 1, because n already multiplying here, so just call the function for your n minus 1. So this is called as a recursive case, and this if condition is called as a base case. Now first of all, let's see how our program will execute. Suppose I am entering here n is equal to 3. Then what happen here, result is equal to fact n, means one function call that name is fact in bracket 3. So here in function definition our n value will be passed, that is 3. So first check the condition for 3, that 3 is equal to 1, no. So right now it will go in else part and return n into fact n minus 1. So here our n value is 3. 3 into fact n minus 1 means 3 minus 1 2. Fact 2 function will be called. So again you can see here this is recursion, because function calling itself. So again our control goes to here at function definition, starting of function definition. Now our n value updated and n is equal to 2. Check for the 2. 2 is equal to 1, again condition false. So again it will go in else part and return n into fact n minus 1. So here instead of fact 2 our value will be like 3 will be as it is multiplication, and instead of fact 2 our answer is 2 into fact n minus 1, but our n value is 2. So 2 minus 1 means 1. Another function call that name is fact 1. So again you can see here this is recursion, because function again calling itself, but our n value is updated. So now our n value is 1. So check for the 1. 1 is equal to 1. Condition true? Yes, condition true. So again return 1. Now replace the value of this function 3 into 2 as it is, and the value of fact 1 is 1, because now our condition become true, so it will not go in else part and our answer is return 1. So 3 into 2 into 1, our answer 6. So this 6 will return where? In main function, where our function calling, that is here result is equal to fact n. So here our answer 6 will return and print the value of result, that will print the answer 6. So in this way recursion will work. Let's compile and run the program. First of all save the program recursion.c. Enter number. Suppose I am entered 3. So it will print answer of fact is equal to 6. Check for another value. Enter number. Suppose I am enter 5. So 5 factorial is 120. So it will print answer as a 120. Now If I want to find 0 factorial, then our answer is 1. But here I am not writing any condition for n is equal to 0 because it is for 1 and n minus 1 only. So what we can do here, we can also use here OR operator, logical OR operator, that if I am enter n is equal to 0, then also it will return 1. So when I am enter n is equal to 0, then it will print the answer 1. So here we can write more than 2 condition using logical OR operator. Let's run the program for 0. So answer is 1. In this way we can build a program using recursion. Hope guys you understand the concept of recursion very well. In next video we will do some more practical examples. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Thank you so much.